Good evening. Welcome on in to the evening edition of From Day One. The auditors are out in force, and let's begin.
Is there a reason you need to be lighting me up with your lights, sir? Is there a reason you're rolling up on me, harassing me as usual?
So, you're parked in the middle of the street, and your vehicle doesn't have a license plate on it, my man.
That has nothing. Is that a crime?
Yes.
No, there's not a crime.
Violation of 5200 of the California.
No, there's not a crime.
Hey, my man, don't reach in the car, my man. Just come back here. Is your vehicle registered? You have a plate for it?
I'm not answering any questions. I have not committed any crime. Where's the victim?
Listen.
You're not going to roll up on me. No, you listen. You're not going to roll up on me and harass me.
You're going to stop talking to me like, let's reset. I'm asking you about the plates for your car because
you don't need to have any. You have no jurisdiction over me, nor my private automobile, and there's no crime committed. You're not going to roll up on me and start inspecting my vehicle. Step away from my vehicle. Step away from my automobile. This is my private automobile, my private property.
Yeah, and it's parked on a public roadway blocking.
I'm not blocking anyone. Where's someone blocked? There's no one back there.
You're blocking the lane of traffic.
What's your name and badge number? Identify.
Deputy Chappelle, 5426.
Chappelle, 5426. What's your name and badge number, sir?
I'm
I'm no threat to you. I'm no threat to anyone, and I am no combatant. You have no right to search my vehicle, make any cursory inspections. I consent to absolutely zero inspections. I'm zero threat to you. I'm not gonna make any moves toward you. You're gonna just not inspect my vehicle, my automobile.
Okay.
I'm here minding my business. I have every right to do so.
Look, sir, if you want to be like cooperative, I will place handcuffs on you.
No, you will not arrest me and place me under any. You will not falsely arrest me and falsely accuse me of any crime. I have not committed any crime.
Take your hands out of your pocket.
I'm not reaching for nothing. I'm putting something in my pocket.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
God bless you. Now step back into the light where I can be seen.
You're gonna stand right here.
No, I'm not. You have no authority over me, sir. You're not gonna just come over here and bully me.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Nothing's going on. There's nothing wrong here.
You're not gonna keep yelling at me.
I'm not gonna keep yelling at you. I'll speak with you, but you're not gonna come over here
really
and
ridiculous, right?
No, you're coming over here gaslighting me.
No, we're not.
You guys know exactly who I am. I'm Logan Chase Morton. You are not gonna do. You're not gonna run no games on me.
Yeah, what I need you to do is I need you to relax and calm down. And we can
I'm perfectly fine. Y'all can go about your business. There's no crime committed here.
I just explained to you why
There's
no crime committed. Period. 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 No, you have no right to. That is my property. You have no right to intrude and encroach upon my rights. Exactly. You're not going to. Then you're not going to violate my rights. I have no obligation to speak to you. Call your supervisor.
No, that's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna stand right here.
No, I'm not under your authority, sir.
Okay,
I'm under the authority of God. You understand that? I'm under the authority of God Almighty. My name is Logan Morton.
Turn around, Logan. Put your hands
Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. No, call your. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Touch him.
Call somebody. Hey, you can't. You have no right to touch. Get your hands off me.
Much right.
Get my phone. Give it. No, you guys are trying to violate every right of mine. Get your hands off of me.
And that's where the camera stops recording, at least from this angle, because he then hands his phone over to some random guy or neighbour or friend to continue recording from the sidewalk. And he does a much better job at recording than the soft sit did. So at least we now get to see the arrest, and we do it without feeling sick from all the erratic motion.
All right, what do you get first, man?
You have no right to do anything to me. You have no right to do it. I've not committed any crime. You guys know this.
You are on the road. No
you guys know this. I'm zero threat.
Did we ever say you're a threat?
You're putting your handcuffs like somebody's around.
We're detaining you because the way you were trying to walk around.
You close my hood.
Okay, you have no place.
Did he just say this in his hood?
I have zero obligation. Daddy just into my wrist. I'm assuming absolute shit out of it. What is your name and badge number? No, you did not. I identified again because you did not.
I never realised how short this guy is. I mean, I've seen him in other videos, but I could never quite gauge his height until now.
1 inch?
I wonder who is taller, him or Chili? Let me know your best guess in the comments. Because he only comes up to that sheriff's deputy's shoulder, so is all this soft sit nonsense because he has small man syndrome?
Yes.
You know, the feelings of inadequacy because of his short stature and maybe trying to overcompensate it with overly aggressive behaviour.
Probably.
Napoleon complex, anyone?
Well, we like to call it Porsche complex around here, but yeah, that'll work too.
I'm not consent to any searches. Get away
from to make sure you have no guns or anything.
I'm in zero threat. We can talk right
I'm standing right here, and we can talk all day, because I haven't committed a single crime. Call your supervisor.
Or resisting arrest?
Good, I'm right. No, I have no obligation to move anywhere. I have not committed a single crime. You just
Resisting
just
arrest?
entered my wrist. You just committed assault and battery.
No.
You placed me under false detainment.
No.
Because you are violating my rights.
No.
Yes, you absolutely are. I'm standing here minding my business. People come
No.
upon me, knowing
You aren't.
exactly who I am.
I'm not in this.
What you're doing.
Oh, you don't know him? No, you could be here.
Take
Yeah,
these
totally
cuffs
fine.
off. I'm not committed a single crime. Yes, it is. You're not going to just come up here and take me to jail for
Pretend like
absolute
I'm not
zero
here
like
again.
you do all the time, all day.
It's always poor me with this guy. He can never accept responsibility for his actions. He drives around in an old truck without registration, then kicks off and blames everybody else when it breaks down in the middle of the street. Then he wonders why he's in handcuffs.
Yes.
Car, wait. What do you think you're doing? Go to the car. Who are you? Who are you? You are not God Almighty.
Yes, I am. You don't know that.
De-escalating gaslighting, says the gaslighting king screaming and shouting in the middle of the street.
Correct.
You with him? You're just filming.
He's with them.
Be smart. Just say you're filming. You don't want to be with this guy.
If he's willing to give the keys to you, will you take the car?
Yes.
I know, that's what I gotta ask. I'd rather do that than having him towed. If he's willing to give you the keys, will you take the car? Can you nod yes or no, maybe at least? Yes or no? You're not willing to take the car? Alright, you're gonna tow it.
Yeah,
So according to the original video description, he was arrested, and as you've just heard there, the truck was towed. The video does go on for another 10 minutes or so, but nothing really happens. He just stands there and records until they leave. So I think that's where we'll leave this video. I'm sure it won't be long before he's back on YouTube gaslighting us all about this arrest.
probably, Mr. Van. I would definitely agree. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's go with this one.
It's private, so it's privately owned.
Okay. So you're not registered in any state or territory of New South Wales?
No, I'm not part of the state.
No? Okay.
Saying you're not part of the state is a meaningless statement and doesn't absolve you from any of your statutory obligations. Anyway, now she produces one of the funniest and crappiest sovereign ID cards I think I've ever seen.
No? Okay. Do you have any identification on you?
I do. Just been asked for identification. Just pulling out my... There you are.
Thank you.
Okay, so for a laugh, let's take a closer look at this quote-unquote ID
Yeah,
card.
can you zoom in?
Or as she likes to call it, an individual recognition card, which has a very recent creation date, so you know she's new to this. And for some arbitrary reason, the card expires in 2033. She's most commonly known as, well, her name. Her status is of a sovereign living woman, which means absolutely nothing. She took her first breath in 1996, and that first breath was, wait for it, on Earth. Like, there are other options to that category. She also gives her email address for some reason and lists her blood type as unknown. So, what is the point in listing that as a category? Anyway, I give the card 2 years before it starts going a dingy yellow colour and curling up at the edges.
I don't even give
Has
it
the
that
vehicle
long.
ever been registered as far as you're aware?
Yes, it has.
Yep. Do you remember where or know where?
Well, I guess when I first bought it.
Yep. You don't remember which state it was
Oh,
registered?
Victoria. Yes, yeah.
I'm just going to do some checks, okay? Do you hold a current license in New South Wales or in Victoria? State territory?
I'm private, so I'm not under any public
You don't hold
law.
an actual license. You're just operating under your own.
Yep, law of morality, LORE.
Yep.
Yep.
of morality. What the hell is that? You do know The Witcher is a TV series, like a fantasy drama, like not real life.
Correct.
Wait, in this context, it makes perfect sense.
Oh.
Please carry on.
Okay.
I'll just do these two.
Thank you. She's doing some checks, whatever that means.
Oh, we're gonna arrest you.
Plates.
That's
She's
okay.
taking photos.
No.
So, taking their time. Go over there. Just doing some checks.
Yeah, she's gonna find some arrestable.
Okay, so do you go by Chloe, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So whereabouts are the plates that belong to the vehicle? The registration plates?
Where
That
are
are actually attached to it? That it's obviously registered?
Yeah.
Yeah, so whereabouts are the number plates that belong to the vehicle?
In the car.
In the car at the moment?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Why aren't they being displayed?
Because she's an idiot.
Well, I'm going sovereign.
Which basically means driving illegally.
Okay.
Pretty much. Well, I'm slowly removing myself from being under your corporation, because you're actually a corporation, so
No.
you're like you just collect money. You're like a
Well, I'm
business.
not, but sure.
Yeah, you work. You work for the company. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, New South Wales Police, like any other police or governmental agency in Australia, New Zealand, the
I thought that
United
was New
States,
Zealand.
UK or Canada, are not corporations because they are listed on some random website like Dun & Bradstreet. I've explained why in previous videos, and if you didn't drive illegally then you wouldn't have to worry about the fines that are obviously coming your way. This is what's called playing the victim.
So anyway, I'm just transitioning into interactions
Yep.
with police and getting all my certificates and everything I need to pretty much state that you have no authority over me, because without the number plates and without the license, I'm not actually under your membership.
No, without registration plates and a license, you'll be an illegal driver. It has nothing to do with membership. Memberships are voluntary, the law isn't. I also like how she refers to the very many traffic stops definitely coming her way as transitioning into interactions with the police. That's comedy gold.
So
Yes,
you can rightfully pull over anyone who has a registration plate in whatever state, because you've registered into a membership. I know you're probably not interested, but without that, technically you end up in court and it gets thrown out because they say, oh, you've got loss of license. But if I don't run under a license, then there's nothing to lose.
Well, under the legislation, obviously, in New South Wales, you are driving a vehicle. Well, you're not currently driving right now, which is fine, but whilst you're driving a vehicle in New South Wales, it must be registered.
Yeah, they
and
say
you must
that
be
in every
licensed
state.
to drive. Okay?
Only if I'm
That's
under
obviously
your...
why I'm making these inquiries. Yes,
Yeah.
you understand that?
Well, I guess that's your job.
I will let you know as well, obviously, that I have a body-worn video camera that records everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you grab those plates out for me just to show me which ones they are?
Can I have my
attached? I'm not finished with it yet, so I'll continue dealing with you. That's fine. So can you grab the plates out for me? Please, you've got them there? Do you have them there?
This is where the whole fake sovereign facade falls away. We find out that she does in fact have a driver's license on her and valid plates inside the car, and they're not going to let her drive away until she attaches the still valid plates to the car. This is going to be an expensive lesson for her.
Please. As well as say, today's
So have
episode
your
is called You're an
Victorian
Idiot.
driver's license there that you previously operated under?
Yes, I do.
Yep, do you have it there with you at the moment?
Yes.
Yep, may I please see it? You've got it there? I understand you give me this one, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
I can see that you've got a Victorian driver's license, and that's great.
Okay. So these are my registered plates with the state.
Yep.
But
When did you take those off?
yesterday. I'm not part of the state.
Yes, you are.
What does that statement even mean, and what does saying it on a traffic stop actually achieve? Verbalising it doesn't give you immunity from the law, it's just pointless word salad.
And that's my property.
Words.
Well, it's not my property, but it is at the moment.
It becomes property of the state, I suppose,
Exactly.
doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'm not property of the state, so you can't take me.
Watch me.
And rightfully,
The number plate that's being displayed at the moment
rightfully, because they're registered, they
is
should
not
be.
able to be displayed. It's unlawfully displayed because it's displayed as a registration plate, which it's not.
So
On private property. On
if
private
we put
property.
if we put those on now, should we like to go?
Well, she's facing some fines at the moment, theoretically.
They don't affect me.
But yes, for her to drive the vehicle, these need to be displayed because it is registered in Victoria, and that's what is exempting her from requiring New South Wales registration to drive on the roads here in New South Wales.
The public roads.
Tomato, tomato. That's all I've got to say there.
Your opinions can be whatever they want to be, that's fine. I'm not arguing with you there, but unfortunately the law is the law in this state, and that's what leads you to LAW, yes. Really? Okay, so I'm not going to get into a discussion with you about what your beliefs are. That's fine. You're welcome to have whatever beliefs you like.
Oh, I can identify as what I want to.
That's fine. I'm not arguing with that. You can do whatever you want. That's fine.
Cool.
But these need to be displayed on your vehicle for you to be driving it in New South Wales. Okay,
any state, really.
Any state,
You've
yes.
got to say that.
Yep.
Them on? You can get out of the game.
All right, but I've got some more inquiries to make.
Go. I'm good. I'll just hang. I'm happy. I'm happy to just hang.
Okay, so.
Up the road.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's learnt her lesson. She won't be changing those plates back over when the police leave at all now, will she?
Did you find your driver's license there? Your Victorian one?
Can I have my property back here?
I'll give it back to you when I'm finished.
Oh, no, give it back when you're done. An idiot.
I don't plan on giving it. So do you still reside at that address on your license, or have you moved from there? Now you're living under your own.
Well, I'm kind of in and out of car life, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, if any mail or whatever, that'll go there.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. I'll make a couple more inquiries. Okay, and I'll come.
Living in a car must be hard enough, but to then pile the sovereign citizen crap on top of all that must make everything 10 times worse. Who would choose to live like that?
Yes, idiot.
Oh, I'm not.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you don't have to.
Fines, like,
You,
who cares?
it doesn't bother me anyway. They get sent back.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They're not lawful anyway. They don't affect me. I just write a letter and they can't. I don't need that. I don't need sympathy. I need some people to stand up around here.
Of all the injustices that you could be standing up for, and you choose the one that doesn't make any sense or will ever work, that's just so dumb.
Thank you. These need to be displayed on your vehicle.
As I've been told.
Those ones can't be.
So what happens when I no longer have a registration? So, because I'm still registered to them for 6 months. Yeah. So after that happens, then technically, because I'm not part of the state, well, only if I'm part of the state with plates, but without.
Technically, you'll lose your car, which, as you say, is your home, which obviously will leave you homeless, and you'll likely have an even bigger fine because you'll be a repeat offender. But, you know, you do you.
Yeah.
What I'm here to talk about is the legislation in New South Wales. Okay, I'm not here to talk about whatever legislation you're deciding to operate under.
Like one small area. What about universal?
It's not what we're here.
No such thing as universal law. No such thing.
We're here for, okay? Yeah. So your license is current. That's fine. It's all active. That's all good.
But I need. Look at this handy.
Okay. Do you understand? So they need to be removed and these need to be displayed correctly. Okay. All right. So you're going to receive 2 fines in the mail to that address on your license in relation to not displaying the correct number plates and to displaying unauthorized number plates.
Both not actual criminal offences.
I'm not going to argue with you. I've said
you
that.
don't have
all right.
to. They
will be sent to that address on your license within 7 to 10 business days and have all your disposal options on them. Okay.
They are not criminal offences, so they won't stand in court. So why are the police wasting their time writing tickets if they don't stand up in court? That would be a waste of taxpayer dollars if that was the case.
So first attempt of being half sovereign because I'm still registered and I'm still licensed. Didn't go so well. So I probably made it like 4 hours up the road. Wait, 3 hours? 3 hours up the road before I got harassed by some pigs who harassed me, stalked me. And then they fined me, but that doesn't mean shit to me.
I guess we'll see how much it bothers you towards the end of this video.
So I had to change my plates back over. That didn't work. I mean, it might work more if I'm actually, well, probably not. I wouldn't go down. Fuck these. You cannot talk to these people. You cannot talk to police. They don't give a fuck. You can't talk to them.
You're right, I don't give a
You just
fucking
can't talk to them.
No, they just didn't buy into your la-di-da universal law BS.
where the world is how you want it to be rather than how it is. You know, like reality, we are not required to buy into your alternative reality.
They don't care. They say under this New South Wales legislation crap. I'm travelling, I'm passing through. I am not New South Walian. But still, they don't give a fuck.
Oh, did you come home?
But again, I chose this path, and I'm not giving up that easy.
So we will definitely be seeing you again in the near future then, especially if you're driving around on fake plates that match the colour scheme of your car. Let me give you some free advice. This path is dumb. Nothing about what you're doing has ever been successful. You've been lied to by a bunch of scammers, and if you carry on down this path, it will only lead to failure. Correct. You're not the first to walk this path, and you certainly won't be the last.
Unfortunately.
But hey, you do you. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, as always.
Thank you very much, man. Hope you have a great evening, and thank you for being with us. Alright, as for the rest of us, we will bring that to the end of the day. Less than 5,000 views to go to get to that 50,000 target, which will get us those red presents from Boxy, so we can give them all to you. And of course, working to get to 1,000 subscribers, so Google would put us on the algorithms. Till next time, like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and release the Krakens as we march along this evening and every evening here from day one. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.